Prière de ne pas stationner.
Plus fort, j'entends pas.
Prière de pas
C'est
stationner.
la bonne méthode,
Lis
ça.
tout, lis tout.
Emplacement réservé.
Voilà, maintenant, t'imprimes, et tu dégages.
This black man pours boiling water on his employer's leg, just to test whether he really has no feeling. While checking out beautiful women, he ends up feeding food onto his employer's glasses instead of into his mouth. He even thinks his employer's beard looks terrible, so he styles it into all sorts of different shapes. Strangely enough, not only does the employer not fire him, but he pays him several times more than anyone else would earn. This employer is Philip, who became permanently paralyzed from a parachuting accident. Only his head can move. He decided to hire a caregiver to look after him. Many qualified candidates came seeking the position, but Philip wasn't satisfied with any of them. Only Del, who had just gotten out of prison for fighting cut in line, instead of waiting for his turn during that interview. He even criticized Philip for not understanding humor or music. Del was only there to get an interview certificate, so he could apply for government benefits. When Philip asked if Del was interested in the job, Del said he was interested but in the beautiful woman standing next to Philip. Philip offered Del a 1-month trial period to think it over. The next day, Del came back planning to just grab his interview certificate and leave, but the housekeeper gave him a tour of the entire mansion and showed him the room that had been carefully prepared for him. When Del walked into the bathroom and saw the bathtub, he happily accepted the job. During work, he'd get Philip into his wheelchair and then just leave him there, nearly causing him to fall. During bath time, he put foot soap on Philip's head and used shampoo on his feet. When dressing him, Del refused to help Philip put on flesh-colored stockings, but since the stockings were good for Philip's health, he eventually gave in. When it came time to put on white gloves to help Philip with bowel movements, Del found the whole thing bizarre and firmly refused. When the phone rang, Del would just sit in his chair and hand the phone directly to Philip. It was exactly this casual attitude that made Philip feel completely relaxed. Del never treated Philip like a disabled person. When going out, Del refused to drive the caravan. Instead, he pulled the cover off a sports car, lifted Philip into the passenger seat, and was about to drive out when a neighbor's car blocked the exit. Del walked right up and demanded him move his car, learning that Philip's ears were very sensitive. Del took him for a massage. Philip's friends advised him to fire Del, feeling that someone like that couldn't possibly help Philip. But Philip felt that Del gave him genuine respect. He saw a different kind of life through Del's eyes. Yet it was this same unreliable Del who saved Philip's life. One night, Philip suddenly had trouble breathing. Del rushed over immediately, placed a warm towel on Philip's forehead, gently comforted him, and pushed him through the streets of Paris at 4 a.m. The fresh air outside indeed helped Philip breathe more easily.